stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. The House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks will put total leather and will get started. To throw, it's Stockton. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Fires on the move. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. this crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Dogs want to crank the tempo. Right back to it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's taking the shot. Looking for the goal line. And the Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Makes the grab on the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fighting off the defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Across the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
To the air on second down. Buying some time. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Dogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Fitted in the window for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the run from inside his own 5. Drills him with the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback may change this route. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Now they'll run it on the toss. Plows through the defense. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got a wide open receiver. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for the big play.
underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The toss to the outside. Runs through the tackle. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Trying to get the corner. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbound.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Moore to the air. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Oregon! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
20, Georgia 7.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Looking left. Got his man downfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Georgia going up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he added the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. With the catch, it's Moore. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll immediately call timeout. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a...
Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Still on his feet. Taking it the other way. The 40. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
Oregon 26, Georgia 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Shakes off the defender.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Georgia going up tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Now improvising. He's going to take off. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Stockton. The sure hands, it's Frazier. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Try to get it to the edge. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Right back to the well. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On the move to his left. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Georgia, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the outside. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Didn't get much done on that front. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Off the play fake. He's going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Georgia, 27.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get a grab.
Turning it on! Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Makes the catch. It's Humphries. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 9. And probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. To the air, it's Simpson. Moving away from pressure. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Dances away. The throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
They'll go to the ground. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Bunch formation for these receivers. Might be calling a hot route. The toss sweep to the right. Can't get him to the ground.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
And the Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore will throw. Buys a little time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bama! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes a pass to Parker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the...
He's got it inside the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Motion from the wideout. Moore to the air. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Slips through the line. He's got it Allen. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Oh, ball's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Defense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Moore will throw. Got a man, it's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll try to get outside. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore to the air. Oh, he's got some space. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Trying to get it to the marker. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And the Ducks want to move quickly. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. It's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You can tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off-play action on 1st down. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and that's just on to the next down.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Bringing the heat. This time on target. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Williams. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for the big play. He caught it. Touchdown tie. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Making side adjustments here. Moore will throw. He fires to the left side. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. back to work up top. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. On target to the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Moore to the air. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not...
Breaks into the open. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Ducks have this offense rolling.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Moore will throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Offense changing the play.
Okay, ready? And
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. That's caught. It's Benson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. give to the running back from the shotgun. Shows him the stiff arm. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. That was the epitome of a chunk play, and now they've got it first and goal, trying to cash it in. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cuevas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Benson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly.
Looking for a deep man. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lacking.
The ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense got it, throwing the line. Turns it on down the left side. The tag. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Slings it downfield. Got his man all by himself. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Alabama pushing the tempo. They believe they can run right here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Here comes the heat. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And this offense now is decision time. Man, they put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. The ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Moore to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
It's money time, and my quarterback's got to come through, and boy, does he ever. It wasn't with his arm this time, but with his legs. You don't account for his legs? Look at this. Scramble around, get outside the...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Keeps looking downfield. Turning it on. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you get to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got some room under the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And you got half your work done now. Great execution, getting the score, but now we got to go for two. Under 2 minutes left in the game. We don't know if we're going to get the football back. We get our two-point play ready, and we roll it.
Moore will throw. He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Bunch formation for these receivers. Defense dropping into soft coverage. He'll set up to throw. Finds his man. It's Young. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab at the 30. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Bama! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Moore to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Cuevas. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. give to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Simpson. Got his man on the right. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. He's going for a big play downfield. Snatches it on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They go to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolute shame. Missed it. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked.
There he goes. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown Tide! They strike first here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.